Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly Animal Totems live. And please remember to like and subscribe, also hit the notification button if you would like to receive notifications when I'm going live and other videos that I do, like my spiritual journey, initially weekly. I didn't actually do one last week, but it is in the plans to do the third one really soon. So if you've been enjoying those, yes, the third one is coming. Yeah, so it's been a very, very interesting week. Did a beautiful medicine journey the other day, and just the powerful messages coming from Spirit about my personal journey, about my mission. And it's just said, it's all about just keep on going. I've basically got a dressing down from my Spirit team, really, saying, look, we just got to remind you of the importance of that journey, and this is a message for all of us that our life purpose is just to be the best person we can be, however that looks and however that journey appears. And our life's mission is of huge importance for not only ourselves, of course, but also humanity. And all our missions are interlinked with everyone else's. So follow your mission. If you don't know what that is, reach out for me for personal one-on-one guidance. And then also, you can tune in, find out what your mission is and how that's helping the world. And yeah, so anyway, on to the animal stuff. Again, I'm using my deck. Why shouldn't I? I always trust intuition. And if my intuition guided me and my spirit team guided me to use a different deck, I completely would do. But at the moment, this one seems to be the main one. Now, leading up to my medicine journey, animal spirits were turning up. So a really, really powerful one in one of the smallest forms are insects. They're amazing animal messengers. And like all the other messengers, they have such powerful teachings. And one that turned up in the week was praying mantis. Such beautiful creatures. A lot of people don't realize they can fly. Massive things when they fly. And so there's one of those. So the hashtag for this week is mantis. So if you would like a personal reading for the week, then hashtag mantis. And also as well, myself and my beloved Aida, we've just recently set up a Facebook page. So we'll be transitioning across from our groups, and the groups will be falling by the wayside, and we'll just be in one centralized location. So please like that page for us on Facebook. It's called Roy and Aida. That's what we called it. You'll notice it's our faces in the group logo. And speaking of logos, I have a new logo that's up in the corner there, as you can see. Simplified business logo. I mean, I'm still going to have that beautiful scenery of the rising sun and the silhouette of the wizard on the stag as sort of the main backdrop, but for a simplified logo, that's it there. The gold, that golden backdrop, beautiful. I always love creating. Anyway, let's without further ado. So I've already got plenty of people commenting mantis, and also share this channel as well. So for people who you feel would like a weekly guidance from the animals, share this video with them, and they can join in the week, and we can give them personalized readings with the weekly hashtag. So yeah, it's mantis for this week. So we'll start off, and today is Tuesday, the 18th of June. So we're almost halfway through the year, approaching winter solstice. It's actually getting quite cool here in Australia, for Australia anyway. If you're used to other cold parts of the world, it's relatively warm still. So the first animal for the day is the snake. So what does the snake message have for us today? Well, I feel like the light and the shadow of the snake is the shadow side is the snake in the grass. So who's around you that isn't quite telling you the truth? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to mean nefarious. We hide truths from our friends because we don't know how they'll react, even though we probably do, but we're afraid or ashamed or, all those human emotions. And I feel that's what it's about. It's like there's a friend around you that's not saying something that may impact your friendship, but with a bit of compassion, it'll actually strengthen it. And that's the light side of the snake, that shedding a layer so that you can heal. And so I feel it's today's all about sharing an innermost secret with a friend, trusting that it will heal the friendship. Not that it's broken, but it will strengthen it. So trust that, I feel it's about moving through that energy of guilt about what people think, what people say, and just being brave, and you'll reap the rewards with a much stronger, brighter future. Because when a snake sheds its skin, it's a lot brighter initially. So yeah, it's honoring and releasing and sharing. That's the message of the snake today. What a beautiful message to begin with. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. So already got plenty of comments. Oh, Adele's with us this week. Nice of you to join us. And Tace is here, my beloved. And Tace is hashtagging for Kari and Lolly. So yeah, plenty of people, which is great. It's great. So Wednesday, tomorrow, we got Spider. So interesting enough, like if you was watching last week, I was talking about the 3 of the most feared animals on the planet are snake, spider, and shark. And 2 out of 3 have come out as the first 2. So there we are. So in this particular picture, it's almost like the shape of the redback. Without that triangular or that line. So the black widows actually have a triangular red motif on their abdomen, and the Australian redback, it's a straight line. So for me, this is more about sacred geometry. So sacred geometry, one of the most common and well-known sacred geometry symbols is the flower of life, which is created out of interlocking circles that create that flower pattern. So I feel it's about looking around your environment today and seeing where sacred geometry is all around. And that's the fabric of the universe. That's, look at a building with all its bricks and how they interlock, and the pattern that repeating pattern with little bits of slight differences here and there, that perfection of imperfection. And a spider's web is brilliant. That they create these beautiful looking webs that are almost, if you cut them in line, they'd almost be mirrored. So the fact that spiders can create this intricacy without the use of protractors and a compass and and all those things, and it's just this internal guidance system. It's about trusting that internal guidance system of your intuition, in that we are always connected to that fabric of the universe, that framework, that sacred geometry, the patterning. We are creatures of habit. We are creatures of patterns. So Spider's teaching us today to look at your patterns and see where it's not quite looking the same, which could just suggest an imbalance. So it's about doing a check-in of your patterns tomorrow. Because your patterns, they draw, they manifest your life. They create your world. So your patterns, change your world. And then for the next one, Thursday, we've got monkey. So a little chimpanzee there in the picture. My sister's currently in Borneo. I've seen lots of pictures of her with the orangutans and lots of other different monkeys while she's been on holiday in Borneo. Anyway, monkey message. So I'm getting sense about monkey mind. So our monkey mind is the chatter that just talks random stuff, and which means it chatters over our intuition. It doesn't mean say it always has anything negative to say, but more often than not, the monkey mind is just random chatter that's talking for the sake of talking. And I feel if you're talking for the sake of talking in the physical realm, take a step back, be silent, and listen. We have 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason. So I feel actually this is all more about listening rather than talking, so that your monkey mind, and quietening the monkey mind down, you'll be able to hear your intuition stronger. So if you do have a habit, that pattern, that sacred geometry of always having that card really wants to run away, doesn't it? Of wanting to, because our thoughts create our reality as well. Our words bring it into reality. So be careful what you're saying. Be careful what you're speaking into the physical realm. Watch your words. That's Thursdays. Watch your words. So let's see what we've got coming on for Poets' Day, which is Friday, Poets' Day. Piss off early tomorrow, Saturday. That's an old tradey thing. And Friday is the horse. So straight away, I heard the words pack animal. And it's about, what are you carrying for others that maybe it's time to go, you know what? I've carried that for you. Now it's time to carry it for yourself. I feel it's about unburdening yourself and handing back journeys that aren't actually, we can't heal others. We can guide and give other people wisdom of our journey in the hope that it provides light for their journey, but we can't carry it for them because it becomes a massive burden for us. So this is about unburdening yourself to become free like a wild horse. Run free, run free, run free. I just keep on saying that, run free. So it's about cutting cords as well. When we cut energetical cords and hand that journey back to others, we feel a sense of enlightenment. And the thing is, we're also honoring the other person because we're trusting them that they can handle their journey. So many healers carry the journey of others, thinking they're healing it, thinking they're doing that person a favor, but they're actually doing that person a disservice because they're not trusting them. They're not giving them the power of their own choices and their own journey, which is where we grow the most. And it's the only place we can grow. So the horse, it's a that's a really powerful message, that. Unburden yourself and run free. And interesting enough, when we carry journeys of others as well, it actually ramps up our monkey mind. And Saturday, we got the octopus. So it's almost like, it's like that. So octopuses are just so malleable. They can cram themselves into the tiniest of spaces. The only bit of bone in their body is their beak. And so this is about shape-shifting. Where in your environment are you not being flexible and blending yourself and fitting into a gap because it feels like it's almost too uncomfortable? But sometimes that squeeze is a small passage to a greater expansion. So sometimes, knowing what we can fit ourselves into for a very short period of time shows our strength to adapt. So adapting, it might even mean going to a social event this is especially for empaths. Many empaths don't like going to crowded spaces because the energies can be overwhelming. But sometimes going to those crowded spaces, those tiny, interest of that crowded space, creates great opportunities because we meet people we'd never normally meet. So if you're an empath and there's a social event this weekend, definitely go, because you never know who you're going to meet and you never know what opportunity you'll get that's going to really expand. To get into any room, you have to go through a small doorway. Bit of philosophy for you. A gigantic room is always entered through by a much smaller doorway. So there we go. So walk through that doorway, take the opportunity. You've been offered a social setting, even a party or a networking event. If you're looking for love and there's a speed dating event on, that card suggests take that leap, go all in, and go to the event. They're very fun and playful, very intelligent creatures, octopuses, very, very weird. Very interesting looking things. And then Sunday. Faithful companions. So this is all about love, unconditional love. And being shown a dog in the park, bouncing around, being playful. So I think this is the joy of taking that leap. I feel this is very, very connected to the previous card, in that when you squeeze yourself through that doorway or go into that crowded room, that the next day you're going to be like bounding around, playful and happy and joyful, like a dog out in a park. They're free to run around, but their masters are still there. They're just living their best life. And that's what this is about. When we take that leap and our life expands all of a sudden, you go from not quite living your best life to living your best life. It's such a gigantic change with such a small action. One day we're not living our best life, and then the next day we are. Or our life has expanded and we're more grateful and we see the world through different eyes. There's many things that can changes in a day. So Saturday, that change is going to bring in this greater expansion but you're still going to have the framework of intuition. You're still going to have your anchoring of your day-to-day being, but the world's going to seem much more shinier. Dogs see the world in that wonderment eyes every day. You throw the same stick and they're still just as joyful. They're not bothered it's the same stick. It's the journey of running, get the stick and bringing it back and having fun with the person that they love unconditionally. So it might be even looking in the mirror and looking at yourself and realizing this is the person you love unconditionally. And when you do, it's going to expand your world. And your world will be more joyful. There's enough people out there that want to bring us down. Don't be one of those people. Lift yourself up. Dogs are great at lifting themselves up. They just be themselves and they're just generally happy. So that's Sunday. And then the final card for the week, the Monday. What do we have for the Monday? Wasp. And one of the most feared insects, the wasps. I mean, they do sting, but they also have a very amazing part in nature. The ferocious eaters of midges and mosquitoes and other bugs, and they're just very territorial and very aggressive. And this is about strong boundaries as well. It's like all those little irritants, clear them away. It's almost like the horse message, but on a much more intrinsic level. Knowing that, whatever's irritating you, get rid of it. Because if it's irritating you and it's not serving a purpose, as in raising a shadow part of you or trying to teach you a lesson, and it's just something that can be easily let go of it. And it's also a journey of going within as well. So, whatever is irritating you, go within, because that's how you get rid of it. Because the wasps are great at laying eggs on other creatures that then burrow their way in. And then when they are born, they become basically, they turn the creature into a zombie almost, as they eat themselves from the inside out. And, as graphic and as horrific as that sounds, nature's just great at doing what it needs to do. So this is about starting a journey within to remove any little irritants and finding out why. Find out why this thing is getting on your nerves. That's the message of the wasp. When the wasp comes in, it's an aggressive inner journey. Getting straight to the point, going to your inner self straight away and finding out and just clearing it out. So that's the weekly messages, some profound ones there. Some really powerful messages, coming up to the winter solstice. Our life can do 6 month cycles. I always suggest that, if you do like going and get intuitive readings every 6 months, if anything big happens between that, then, and you need guidance, obviously, then go and get clear, ask for clarity. But outside of that, there's always things going on every 6 months. So, and I've lost track. My track went there. Obviously not that important. I said what I needed to say. So there's that monkey mind, I don't need to continue. So just to recap, we started off with the snake, and then the spider, and then the monkey, and then Fridays was the horse. I'm just putting them back in the deck as I go along, and the octopus, and then I'll get on to the personal readings, and then the dog, and then the wasp. And and then we'll get on to the personal readings. And remember, if you've just joined us, please enter #Mantis to receive an individual reading for the week. And Tace is saying, I'll do readings for animals too. Well, what I'll do is I'll draw out a card, and it'll be more, I'll see what comes out for them. Just for a bit of play. Animals can help other animals too. They are all friends. Even predator and prey have a synonymous relationship together. So, very interlinked relationship. So, the first hashtag for the week is carry. Let's see what's in for carry this week. The hare. Fast-moving energies. Now, I feel with carry is like whatever's going on, whatever was happening around Easter is coming around again. That seed planted, when an egg is that symbology of the seed that when you nurture it, it grows into something amazing. So there may have been a seed that you planted around Easter that there's some work to do, some more nurturing of. So maybe there was an idea that came to you that if you haven't done any physical action with, it's time to take a bit of physical action on to birth it into reality. And once you do that things will start moving quickly on that idea. The message of the hare, and I feel like saying you'd be mad not to pursue this idea that came around Easter time. Doesn't necessarily have to be anything deep and meaningful, but I feel like saying a simple idea came to you that can turn out to be something massive. So follow it. Take the leap. Very short and sweet and very direct. So now we have Adele. An avid follower of my channel, so I truly appreciate all your support. So Adele. So as I tuned into you, I felt a pain here. So there's something around you that's a pain in the neck. that usually references a person. Now, 2 cards came out for you, koi fish and otter. So these are both emotional. So whoever's a pain in the neck, it's about creating peace. That's the koi fish, calmness, peace, balance. And the otter is playfulness. So this is about approaching this issue with calmness and light, and even a bit of fun, but also with your boundaries, because otters are very good at carrying stones that they use to crack open use the rocks to crack open their food. So to open up this relationship or a friendship, or don't necessarily mean romantic relationship, a relationship with work, or we have relationships with many things. Even Aida mentioned that yesterday on her live, that we have a relationship with so many different things. We have a relationship with money, we have a relationship with our car, we have relationships with so many things. We wouldn't consider that to be a relationship, because we tend to just link it to friendships or romantic. Whereas this, I feel this could even be a relationship with money. So it's about being calm whenever a bill comes in. Change that word from bill to investment, because you think about every thing that we call a bill that comes in is an investment into running our life. So an investment in our car insurance, investment in our fuel, in our lighting, an investment in our internet, an investment in our connection to the wider world, which is the internet, our connection to others, which is our phone. It's an investment into all of these things. And that's how you get a bit more playful with it, which then opens up your money flow. So rather than being stressed and go, oh, there's a bill coming, and putting fear in the way, which is a squeeze, it's opening it up. And when you open up your channel, more flow can come in. So yeah, playful and love and light with it, rather than fear and worry. They're always the best energies to take anyway. So best energies to approach any challenge with. And then now we've got into Tacy. So let's see what's coming out for Tacy this week. Oh, what a beautiful card. The hummingbird, which is never really come out before. Yeah. So there you see them there. So I feel to receive the sweetness in life, sometimes you've got to pause. The work in the background is easy. That running around is easy to do, to look busy, but it can wear us out if we're not then reaping the rewards from that work. So yeah, it's okay to do the work, but if you're always working and not enjoying the fruits of that work, then why the bloody hell are you working? What's it for? What's its purpose? And I feel that's what it's about. Ask your purpose of what all the running around's for. And if it's not serving you, then use that energy for something that will serve you, that will nurture you, that will nourish you. So it's almost like hummingbirds will hover there and then move to a different flower. And I feel it's like that flower that you're hovering around is not serving you and is not bringing you nourishment, move to a different flower. So again, very, very short and sweet. The messages are never for me. I'm not meant to understand what they mean. So I just go with what intuition comes. And and trust that the person will understand what it's about. And they'll make sense of it. So the next one is my beloved. Interesting enough, I showed my beloved a video of a whale that was actually swimming around our local area. The whales have started to come, which is a bit early. I think they normally start migrating to Australia, Queensland. We get whales that migrate for a few months every year, and you see them like breaching and diving around, and you can go whale watching, and it's such an amazing, beautiful thing. And in one of the bays, a few miles away from us, there was one of those whales that were swimming around. So yeah, normally from November, I think they start. So it's a little bit early, but that's okay. So yours is whale. So I feel like something big's about to breach. something you've been working on, putting all that effort in over many years, is now about to show itself. All that inner work that you've done to clear out all the old so that you can reap the rewards. It's about to come out into the physical realm now. So yeah, get ready. Get ready. I feel like that whale video yesterday was a heads up that's how close it is, because that whale was very close to where we currently live. So this big thing is very, very close. Very close indeed. You know, that migration, interestingly enough, that word migration, a big migration, you know. Which we can talk more about that after the show. And then Tacey's friend Lolly. So this is for Lolly. Oh, it came out straight away. Crow. Crow. Immediately I got the word endings. Part of Lolly's life's coming to an end, and that's not a physical realm thing, it's a spiritual. So that she may have been hearing a lot of crows of late. They are messengers of endings, but it's also magic as well. We've got to remember that crows are about magic, that unknown. If you look at the sheen of the feathers of crows, there's actually a purple to it, which is, you know, the crown chakra. Yeah, I don't feel there's a spiritual death coming. I don't feel it's a dark night of the soul, so it'll be part of. And when a spiritual death ends, it also means a physical part of the world ends. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's an ending of work or a friendship or something. So just, yeah, get ready for that. Get ready for that. And they're always positive things. It's just clearing out the old. Clearing out of the old, which a lot of these cards have said. So there is, you know, coming into this winter solstice, is, you know, it's that end of, it's the middle of winter, and then it just means that the journey to the harvest is beginning. The light at the end of the tunnel scenario, that we have to turn the light off first, you know, we have to go through the darkness first. So I feel I've gone through everybody but the cats, Moonshade and, yeah, Fanny and Moonshade, the cat. So let's see what energy is around the cats. Oh, cat. And the horse. But I saw that word as house. It's a house cat. So it's like, I feel like it's a bit of a new environment. So whether they get them a new toy or just something new, I feel it's just almost like refresh their environment. So if you have one of those big cat playpens and there's an old scruffy looking toy mouse on there, just replace it. Give them a new toy. Just give them something, you know, a bit of new energy for them too. Give them something to practice chasing. Yeah, and see them and give them some joy. Give them some joy. So yeah, and then finally, just for myself, there was two for me as well. So I got the rhino and the dolphin. So the rhino often means a solo journey, but standing strong, and also, you know, some of the rhinos is one of the animals that's been hunted to near extinction, but the numbers are growing again now. They're a very protected species. So this is about knowing that no matter what's come after me, I've always been very well protected. That, like anything, nature has a really important purpose in the ecosystem. And as much as I said about that, I got dressing down from spirit the other day, reminding me of the importance of my mission. to remain strong. And that mission is mine and mine alone, and to remain strong. So that's the rhino message. And then the dolphin is just about being playful with it too. As much as it's a really, really important thing, doesn't mean I can't have fun with it. And dolphins are rumored to be much more intelligent than humans as well. They've got a really, the way they interact with their environment and their communication levels, and how they actually protect humans in danger as well. And in this card, the character, the lady in the card is beaming out this light from her power center, you know, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, is shining this amazing light, which is bringing joy to all those. So this is about just shining the light. Continue shining the light. And that's part of my mission. And it will bring joy to all those that I come across, just like I do today. This is part of that journey. But I know my mission is about to get stronger, about to get more obvious, a bit like, you know, the whale message that Aida got. That was also a big reminder of the journey the other day, saying, look, that mission is still there. It's still important. And it's about to become more obvious. Just like whales breach, so do dolphins. The reason dolphins and whales breach in the ocean because they are mammals, so they do still need to breathe air. So I feel mine's going to come in more littler things. Yeah, so that's it for the week. I appreciate everybody that's joined in for the, you know, again, please share the video, like and subscribe to my channel, so you keep on top of all upcoming videos. And also go onto the Roy and Aida Facebook page. Please like the page. Please send all your friends there. All our events will be posted there, upcoming events and everything we're doing in the future. And then I'll see you again next week. And that'll be the final live in Australia before I'll do the following one in Bali. We'll be on a mini tour and our holiday as well, a well-earned break. You know, we have rest and replenish and go and enjoy the fruits of the forest up in the hills in Bali. And then who knows what life will bring after that. So thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you again next week. Enjoy your week. And if an animal visits and crosses your path, as they say, don't shoot the messenger. Even if it's a spider or one of those bugs that you don't like, try and usher it back outside. Thank you very much. Take care.